Hello there. So, it's been a while, hasn't it? Been quite a while since we've done a vanilla-ish series video. The main reason for that is basically that my day job is a pretty stressful one and a pretty complex one. So, I haven't had a lot of time to play vanilla-ish or much of anything really at a recording type quality. Sometimes because I'll be working at night, and sometimes because I'll just be too tired to do anything after working. In good news, I have some time off coming up, some leave time. So I should for a while have more time to do stuff. Yes, you're in my face. Now, as I've said before, this world is my relaxing world. It's to take my mind off stuff and just chill. So, yeah, I think that should help quite a bit. Something I want to do quickly, can't remember if I've shown this before, this is literally my farm for villager trading. It's not for food. Let me switch the shaders off because it's a little bit heavy. It's something I want to show you. So recently Hermitcraft season 11 started and Tango has been raving about a mod called Voxy, which is like Bobby mod, except it seems to work better and it's a lot lighter on the machine. And it's got a much bigger range. So let me actually switch flight on because I want to show you. You can't really see it here because I'm in the low ground here. But look what happens when I go up. Ignore the black holes, that's areas that I haven't rendered since I installed Voxy. But if we go far enough up, there's my castle. We look this way, there's my creeper farm. There's my slime farm. So you can see for ages in this thing. You can see a very long distance in this thing. And in my castle, if we look at the map, oops, wrong button. If we look at the map, the castle is very far away. But I can see it perfectly. Speaking of which, let's actually pop over to the castle. Something I haven't done in a while. Well, let me just check up on that. I haven't looked at my iron farm and my moss farm. Although I haven't had this area loaded very much either. The little time that I was able to be on the server, I've been over at the castle, so yeah, it's not too much. Okay, so let's pop over to the castle. Here we are, the castle. So firstly, yes, I've been playing with this little cute guy, trying to figure out how they work. He's quite cool. Firstly, I've extended the castle upwards a little bit more. It used to end there at that dark oak, the archer slots. So I've added a bit more and I've moved those roofs up a little bit. Reason for that being is I started working on a tavern in the main village. My first building in the main village is going to be a tavern. And I had this design, and I put the design down in Lightmatica, and the roof of the tavern was higher than the roof of the castle, which is kind of silly, especially since they are. I mean, the castle starts a couple of blocks higher than the tavern. But anyway, so I made the castle a bit higher, and I changed the tavern design. It's now not a 3-story building anymore. It's 1 floor and an attic. So here's our bridge going over the river. I haven't done a hugely complex job of decorating this, but I think it's actually quite nice. And here we have our tavern. So this tavern was all the way up there. So I've just changed it a little bit. I've lowered it a bit. So this is inspired by a design that I saw online on one of those. I can't even remember which one now. Planet Minecraft, I think it was, where you can download schematics. But it's not just a straight copy, it's got my own twists to it. One of the things I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take quite a bit of this diorite out, reduce the amount of texturing, because you don't always have to have texturing on a building. I mean, look at my wall. It's got pretty much no texturing, and I think it looks fine. So there's a little path going into it. And there's the interior. I need to do something on this wall. And probably up there, I need to put something up there. And here's the little drinks area. Not a very, I mean, I'll probably put another table like this over here as well. And then I've done absolutely nothing with the etiquette. But there's still some decorating to do on this build. I had quite a hard time finding these. Not the pots, obviously, the lily of the valley. So that's the tavern, and that's my shulker monster. I'm slowly but surely changing up the path. It's not going to be all just cobblestone. I'm going to mix in some tuff here and there. And then I've done a lot of lighting up. So as you can see, my frog light farm is doing its job. So there's going to be some sort of little farmhouse kind of thing there where the sheep are. And then this path is going to extend out as sort of the main road of the village. And there are going to be branches out to houses and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I like a retaining wall. I enjoy retaining walls. But I'm thinking I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. Maybe use stone brick walls with stone bricks across the top and the bottom. I'll have a bottom layer of stone bricks, and then 2 or 3 layers of stone brick walls, probably 2, and then stone bricks at the top again. Maybe stone brick slabs at the top. But then I lose these cracks. And that could be a problem. I don't want to lose these cracks here. I'll give it some thought. So there's our tavern. Pretty cool. So where are we going? What are we doing in terms of videos now? You might have seen we've done a couple of Hermitcraft Season 10 World Download Tour videos. So there's that. This is wrong. Better. So we've we've done some of those. Those were fun. In the next couple of weeks, I'll probably do quite a few more recordings on this world, I'm hoping. I've also got some stuff steering around in the back of my head for the TNA Explore world. Problem with TNA Explore is it is a fabric mod pack, and I think, I can't be sure, but it seems to me that the Create Fabric project is pretty much abandoned. Doesn't look like we're ever going to get Create version 6 for Fabric. Which is unfortunate, because I would have loved to have upped TNA Explore to 1.21. But the Create mod is holding me back on that one. I've looked at maybe doing a completely new version using NeoForge instead. But then a lot of the Explore side of TNA Explore goes missing, gets lost. So TNA Explore might be sitting at the final functionality version. I'll still be looking at the sometimes quite difficult job of upgrading all the mods to the latest versions, for instance. It can be quite a scary project, because I tried it once by just literally telling Pulse Launcher, telling my launcher to just look for the latest versions of all the mods, and it completely destroyed the mod pack. But anyway, so here's the inside of the castle. I haven't shown any of the inside of the castle, have I? So I've got the one room decorated. I've got some barrels out here, and a bit of stuff in here, in my bed. The lore behind the castle is that it was an old ruined castle, an old castle that some rich idiot bought. Yeah, that's me. Bought and decided to restore. Obviously in this land there is no actual listed buildings or historical society or anything like that system, but I'm trying to restore it as much as is possible without destroying the look of it completely. I think the historical society wouldn't complain too much. So all the major structural stuff has been restored, and one of the guard rooms inside has been restored, but the other guard rooms haven't been restored yet, and they'll only get restored as that space is needed. So changes to the castle will be very slow. These log piles outside, for example, those were to indicate that there's construction work going on here. I'm going to put a bit of a stable down there and get a horse. Hello, cute guy. This guy is so cute. If I take that out, so now there's spruce planks in there. This guy will come along. He opens it, pulls out some spruce planks, and goes and looks where you can put them. Boop, you put them in there. That's pretty cool. So that's the island area, or the castle area. There's going to be, like I said, this is a long-term project. It's a very long-term project. I need to fix this roof. Roof's wrong. Yes. Oh, I was experimenting here to see if it wouldn't work out better with stairs here instead of blocks, and I think it does. So I've got to replace this. Anyway, sorry, as I was saying. So this is a long-term project. It's going to be quite a long time before there's a real village here, but at least there's a castle and a tavern. The tavern still needs some work. The castle will get work slowly over time. And then the rest of the village will start appearing. What else have we got? I don't think there's anything else we haven't seen. Yeah, I literally had to go. Well, I was exploring out this way to try literally to find 2 flowers. And then eventually I came back here and I found them here on the edge of the dark forest. So yes, there's that. And yeah, that is the current state of the world. I do have my, in fact, where did I put it? Oh, I think I put it inside. I have a third happy ghost who's floating around somewhere now. There he is. I still need to name him, but I've made a harness for the little guy. Now I just need to try and find it. There it is. I've got a harness for him. I've got some snowballs to attract him. Come here. Come here, big guy. Come here. Come on, notice the snowball. And there we are. My third happy ghost. I was actually thinking maybe I should set up a gold farm and a piglet bartering setup just to get these little guys. But I don't need as many as that. So this. Yes. So that's where we are for now. And let's see if we can figure out anything else to do before this video ends. Hello, cute dude. So I was showing Tam what the Voxy mod does, letting you see forever. And we spotted some strange looking sand. Not too far away from here, but still a little bit away. So we flew over there and discovered something quite cute looking. So this here welcome to Turtle Lake. It's just this little random lake in the middle of nowhere. Come on, there we go. With a bunch of turtles in it. So I went and cut some seagrass and came and planted it here for the turtles. But then I thought, no, why am I being stupid? I can just bone meal the sand. Because turtles like seagrass. In fact, turtles like seagrass so much that if you feed them seagrass, they'll have babies. They'll lay eggs. So bone mealing the sand is a good idea because then I get more seagrass that I can use for breeding. Of course, being a turtle mummy is a dangerous thing. It's a precarious job. Although the turtle mummies couldn't care less. They lay their eggs and then they go away. But being a turtle egg is a very precarious thing because all the undead mobs try to kill you. They try to come and stomp on you. Which doesn't seem very nice, does it? Now we need a bit of a space here. And we need 2 turtles. So there's one. Oh dear, it's getting dark. I don't have a bed with me and I don't have my ender chest with me.
Did you know in real life, when turtles are going to lay their eggs, they return to the same beach that they were born at?
Yes, I did know that, and the same happens in Minecraft life, actually. Okay, I'm having a bit of a panic because it's night time and I didn't bring a bed with me.
You're invulnerable.
Hmm?
You're invulnerable.
No, I'm not supposed to be invulnerable. I'm cheating.
Yes.
But that's fine. It's my world. It's my rules, and it's my relax, rest world. The problem with it being nighttime is what I was mentioning. I wonder if there's a back. I can't even. There's a back amount. Okay. The problem with it being nighttime is, as I was mentioning, turtle eggs are very vulnerable to undead mobs. Come on. I need one of you to come with me. Come along. Come on. Come on. Because now all we do is we do that. And then the mummy turtle will go and find... Good grief, is that the first breeding I've done? That's incredible. There's the mummy turtle, I think. She's going to go find a spot to lay her eggs.
And they do a weird digging in the sand thing.
Yep. And then once the eggs are laid, what I'm going to do... Okay, that's a silly place to lay your eggs. How am I supposed to protect that? Oh dear. So I want to put a fence around the eggs so that the zombies can't get to them. Put a fence around them and light them up. Come on.
It's because it's right on the edge, so she's not actually fully on the sand, so it's not registering properly. See, now it's already working better. Until she goes too far off again.
You're a silly turtle.
So smart.
Make the beach a bit bigger.
Then, now, do your thing.
Come on.
She can't decide on a block.
And then what I've got to do is make sure, because I'm going to be doing a lot of work here. I've got to make sure that this is only loaded in the daytimes, not at night, because trying to... I mean, suppose there's eggs there, which doesn't look like it's happening right now.
Yeah, just... Oh, we have visitors.
Visitors.
Oh, there!
Ah, there we go. We've got eggs.
That's actually a more useful spot.
Yes, that's a more useful spot. I'm glad I'm invulnerable because those guys would have been annoying now.
Yeah.
So what I need to do now is I've got to build...
You need to place one more block there to make your fence.
There we go. I've got to build a fence around this, but I've got to build a fence in such a way that zombies can't get out, but the baby turtles can get out. Can't get in, but the baby turtles can get out.
You just have...
So I've got to build a fence around here and then out over here above the water, but not in the water.
Yeah.
So the baby turtles can walk off there and swim under the fence. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go there. construction area. Or should I say to my shulker monster? That's not enough fences. Okay. Into my cheaty wood farm. That wood farm's a cheat. It's a mod that I downloaded that uses vanilla blocks to make a growing wood farm. Wood farm that'll just keep growing and fills up a chest. Let's just make a bunch of spruce fences. That'll be more than enough.
48.
Yep, 48. That's 6 too many. Should have been 42. Why should it have been 42?
Answer to life and the universe and everything.
Yep, it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Okay, now firstly, I have to keep in mind things like zombies walking over this.
Why do Cleo's Slytherin like to squish turtle eggs?
I don't know. I can't think of a logical reason for it. I can think of a Mojang game design reason for it. They needed to provide the technical Minecraft players with a way to get things like zombified piglins to go towards a specific spot or gold farms.
Why they put turtle eggs? That's sad.
Yes, that is sad, but that's I'm not going to waste torches on that. I'm not going to waste lanterns on this. Torches will work. There. So now zombies can't get in, and there's enough space here that they can't jump off here into there either. But when the baby turtles hatch, they can get out and they can go into the water. And how many eggs we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay!
That tiny one.
4 baby turtles.
Yay!
Now, of course,
that's going to end up doubling our amount of turtles.
yes. Now, of course, if I want the scoots, turtle scoots, I would have to sit here and wait because when a baby turtle grows up, it becomes an adult turtle, and it pops off a turtle scoot. And there are things you can do with turtle scoots, but I'm not really too fussed about that. I just wanted to have some baby turtles. Chunky monkey. Ooh, my silk touch pick is looking a little bit the worse for wear. And I have a solution for that. Probably instantaneously. Okay, so we've done the turtles. Now I can go to the slime farm, which is also, block your ears, people, because this is not a friendly farm. This is not a, oh no, no, oh, what happened?
Oh no.
All my allies have disappeared. It doesn't make sense. Oh dear.
Whoop.
I'm gonna need to bring an ally over here. Somehow get him into that little block there and find some way to breed him up and up and up and up and up until I've got 20 in there again. That's gonna take a good couple of hours. Okay, so now I don't have an XP farm anymore. Bad, very bad. Very bad. So where are they supposed to go? 20 LA in the bubble column. Yes, they're supposed to be in the bubble column.
That was my instant thought. Put them in the bubble column.
So they're not supposed to drown. They're supposed to be harmed by the potion of harming. It goes in. Harming goes in there. No, infested goes in there. They are supposed to drown. Yeah, they're supposed to go above that trapdoor and drown there. But what's to stop them getting out? I'll have to go and look at a previous backup and see what exactly where those allies were. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Okay, so now I don't have an XP farm. That's
Joel
annoying.
doesn't have an XP shop at spawn.
Oh well, okay. Anyway, I hit the record button for the turtle lake, not for the slime farm. Doodles. So, a little bit later, I've seen a Zuma's storage system design using copper golems. And I think it's actually pretty cool, so I want to build one. Of course, to make copper golems easier to handle, they should be statues when you try to move them around. So I've started a bit of a copper aging operation here. One over there. And there's one, I saw one over here somewhere as well. Where'd it go? Because what you need is fully aged copper blocks. There's one. Okay, so there. So we've got two. So if you make your copper golem out of a fully aged copper block, then it turns into a statue fairly quickly. You just go here and you say, wake up little guy. And I'll go to the next one and I'll say, wake up little guy. And by the time we get back to this one, it'll probably be, there we go, is a statue. Now we can pick him up. And we can pick up his chest and replace it with a new block of copper. Come on. Oh, while we wait for him to turn into a statue. One thing I need to do, I want them all to be in the same pose. There we go. Because they stack. They do stack, but only if they're all in the same pose. Why are you taking so long? I've got eight little guys, and now I've got 9. I'm gonna need a lot. Dozens. Okay, here's another block of oxidized. Because it's not a terribly well located copper field. Because I can't see all the copper blocks from the same place, but it's fine. It's fine. It's also a little bit hazardous to my health. Wake up. Move along. go to 3s. There we go. We put him in the normal standing pose and we pick him up. And we just keep going like that until I've got about 30 or so copper golem statues. And then we can start looking at building. I suppose I'll have to look at building a new storage room instead of tearing this one down, because there's a lot of stuff in this one. But then we also want to move all of our stuff out of this one and put it into the new storage room. Okay, I've got to think about that. I may actually just tear this one down. My biggest problem is the dirt side of stuff. Well, the biggest problem is copper. That is bamboo. Because I've got a lot of bamboo that needs to be moved. And I think that's basically the only one that's a real problem. So I might tear this one down and build a new one. But tear out the insides of that, move all the stuff out and build my storage system in there, and then put everything back in again. So, there we are. Okay, if everything goes according to plan, you will have just seen a little bit of a time lapse. If that's recorded properly and I can get it rendered, of me building this. And yes, I'm building from the inside out. Mainly because I wanted to get the mechanics up first before I try and figure out how big the building is supposed to be. So this is essentially the storage system that Zuma installed for Joe Hills in both the most recent episodes on Hermitcraft. So I put my junk in here. That filters through to here. These guys pick it up and they sorted it. So, all of that was recorded about a week ago, which means that the time off that I was talking about starts right now. Today was the last day of day job before a well-deserved break of a couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll get some more videos. You never know. Anyway, this video is already much too long. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.